What's up, guys? This is Salty's first look at Liberty Falls. So we are just going to have a little drive around, but we do start from the south spawn. I wanted to take my first look on the high ground area to have a look at any possible camps where we can flush out the stinky tank destroyers, the artillery players, the heavy camp zones, the players who don't want to get caught out in the open. And believe you me, there is plenty of that on this map. So first things first, we go up past the school. So I'm thinking that's possible artillery area. But it might be a bit close to the centre. Nice graphics on the old falls there. Just to let you know, on the first clip I attempted to make, I got caught in those rocks because of the onrushing water and washed off the edge and died falling down. So don't do that. You'll also get caught up in the rocks like him. It's a nightmare. Also, like Erlenberg, I think if you cross the water, you're in trouble. So you don't really want to do that. And we'll showcase the view ranges up here later in the clip. Also, getting down off of here in a hurry will make you take damage. Even in a lightly armoured CDC that has no weight to it, I do take damage when I land here, whereas light tanks possibly may not. So once again, beautiful graphics on the lower waterfall. Now, this area here is really where I feel that you don't want to get caught in anything slow, because look, the bridge, you're in low ground, everybody can see you, and artillery, you're in the wide open, artillery will munch your face. Now, if a light tank is patient and flanking tanks start to get noticed on the edges of the map, this is an opportunist light tanks player's route to the cap circle, but you have to be very careful because of this area I'm about to show you here. Naturally, crossing the bridge will get you killed, as it does at Port, as it does at Westfield. Where do you go? You've got nowhere to go. You're on a one-way corridor, and that is the length of the map. And if you can guard the ends of that bridge, sure, to catch out morons. But to be honest, this is a great spotting area. It enables you to see through the centre of the map, catch out anybody on the early part of the bridge. You get a hold down 62A or anything with a turret here and view range, and they stay low in behind those rocks, you're going to get plenty of spot and assist in the eastern part of the map. Now this bit here is a bit like the Abbey poke, where you go up and have a look through the middle of the Abbey. You just don't want to cross, you want to have a look here, and then once you've discovered what you need to find, bug out backwards, don't continue on forwards. You'll inevitably get caught. It doesn't. Now this here, you could camp some TDs right here, as long as they're tucked in further back from me, because then anybody that tries to come through there, you can shoot them in the sides and the back side. And if you catch anybody on the bridge, I don't know where artillery can land on this map until I actually play an arty match on here and give you a showcase on it. So I'm guessing though that there's pretty much most of it, apart from in the buildings. So we go up here, nice bit of graphics on the old sign, advertising premium diner. I'm sure that plenty of food will be eaten around here. Nice graphics. Just wanted to see if we could break the sign. Nope, can't even shoot her in the face. So this is the back corner of the map. Now, this is up by the enemy cap. This bit here is going to be a bit like the northern end of Serene Coast, where you'll do a lot of fighting in amongst the buildings, using those for cover. If you've got your health nicked off you and you need to survive at the end of a game and perhaps defend your cap circle from an marauding, you know, hiding amongst the homes. I do believe you're going to get a really big camp up here because they can see south, or not south, whatever direction that is. They can see back into the cap, east, all the way down the road. They can see anybody marauding in from the north, near the waterfall. So now we're going to do some view range checks. How far can you see and from a locale of spotting in the north of the map? Now I think that Wargaming sends subliminal messages to us players. They leave dead tanks around for us to hide behind. But what these dead tanks mean to me is, if there's a dead tank there, it was killed by something, right? That would generally lead me to believe that you don't want to be hanging around here because a dead tank is a bad omen. That means that this is really not that good. As you see, looking back into their area is only 357 meters. Anything tier 7 and above with coated optics is gonna find you. So he was just saying sorry for crashing into me there, sorry about the pause. I did say to him in game chat, as you see it come up, no, that's alright dude, and then thought, no, he's on the enemy team, he can't hear me. So we carry on and we go back along here, and I wanted to check back how far I needed to go to be out of detection from the dead tank area. So I go to the end of the map, and it's a surprise that the dead tank is 357 meters. So you're not going to find it easy to sit up there in artillery, because anybody that gets into that area and lives is going to find you. Now I think Artie would be better off right here where I am, behind these rocks, but that's my thought. Now here's another big surprise. From the edge of our circle, you take a peek. Now only a more, this is Himmelsdorfish. Actually, it comes up in a minute. You can see the flags from the edges of the town. Now, another really good spotting locale for early in the game. You're going to catch a lot of people out by coming here, but you may well get caught out yourself. So anybody with like a hold down position can hold there and use that slight rock to cover their bodywork and use the turret. So you can sort of slide up and down there for a really ballsy bit of spotting. So this is how fast it takes to go cap to cap through the middle. Not long. We're there already. That's me leaving our cap, getting to their cap. Now here's the big shocker. View range. I can see the building, which is at the edge of our flag, and it's 454 meters out. You ain't got to go far to look for targets at all. But just don't get caught looking for the targets. It's not far. Maybe it's just over 400 meters. Or so now we're going to take a drive along the bridge just to see what sort of advantage you gain from doing it. Now it's flat. There's a few dead things on it. If you fall over the edge of it, you're dead. It is a fast route to the enemy. It is a really silly thing to do early in the game. A bit like anybody that tries to cross the bridge at port. You're dead. You know, you're dead. You've accepted. By the minute you've crossed the middle of the bridge, you've accepted that you're in big trouble. You've got nowhere to go. Yes. So you can hold, as long as there's a no arty game, you can get some hold down TDs in here, and you can hold this position flat, and you can be close to your cap to defend from the north, and you can use those dead tanks. But in an artillery game, I wouldn't even consider sitting around on this bridge. So here's another Nest of Vipers area. Gives you an exit route down south. It's a sort of overwatch to the Abbey Poke that I explained about earlier on. I wanted to find out if you could get down from there into the middle as an escape route. Now, I think that these two areas here are probably going to be pretty key areas in the battle because of where they're located, really. They're sort of central. They're in a really key area to defend because it's a fast route section to the cap. So I think that you're probably going to get a heavy push on the top of the map. And you're going to get something like a slow, drawn out kind of poke flank, find the fucking TDs at the bottom of the map, and anything really with armor and wants to push is going to go north. So we trashed the sign. I was going to shoot the sign and see if it broke this time, but no. And then Buddy kills himself. So that was it. That's the end of look around the falls. But we pretty much showcased everything I wanted to look at today. Enjoy the next one.